I didn't have a problem with 40s. I didn't have a problem with 40s. I just don't pay much attention to the number of my age. Every once in a while it'll haunt me. It'll remind me. It'll be like, whoa, bitch. You might want to remember how old you are today. But most of the time I try not to even think about it. I'm like, I'm what I am. And then sometimes when I find myself looking at young bucks, looking at young little hotties, then it hits me. I'm like, whoa, Mallory, you are no longer, you can't be looking at these little 20, 25-year-olds, these 22-year-olds. You can't be looking at these 18 and 19-year-old boys. You can't be looking at these young bucks. Because guess what, bitch? You're not even like 35. You're not even, listen, some people like a little older. Like, you're so far beyond. Like, you can't just be out there looking at these little 20-somethings and thinking that they're going to look back. You looking at men does remind me how old it does. It's like, oh God, when I'm almost old enough to be their mom. Exactly. And I'm like, then you try to be hip. You're like, I just be one of them cougars. But you know what? It's just, that's when the age slaps you in the head. It's like, okay, you need to pop out of reality, girl. You just need to pop out of reality. And, you know, I'm not saying I probably couldn't catch me one of these young bucks, because let's face it, I'm kind of sassy. I'm a little cute, and young guys will you know, they're not really particular. Let's put it that way. The young boys aren't overly particular, especially if they're looking for something a little bit older, a little bit more mature. But having said that, you can look, just don't touch. Oh, honey. Girl, try me. Drop a little 22-year-old off in my courtyard. We'll see. Don't touch. I'm like, bitch, you better sit down while I get some duct tape so I can duct tape your ass to the chair until morning, because you won't be leaving this courtyard.